A different meteorologist, Bob Trihey, we're covering this from all angles. And, it was the snow that we were all anticipating to begin with. I know some people had mixed views about that, but now it could be a dangerous situation, Bob, as far as that freezing rain goes.
Yeah, we're getting increasingly worried about the potential, Shale, for a major ice storm across the upstate. I know the kids get excited about the snow, and that's usually the major focus, but now it looks like the sleet and the freezing rain is going to be more of a focus across the upstate and the snow farther to the north. And we're seeing that major system now making its way in. We're seeing rain moving in from the south, but what's going to happen is we're going to have cold air draining in from the northeast at the surface. So all of this precipitation is going to take a frozen form, and we're starting to see the snow across northeast Georgia making its way into parts of western North Carolina, and also a cold rain across our southern counties. Mountain City probably in the snow now. We're also seeing a few flurries back into the mountains. Asheville looks like your snow is still about a half hour to hour away. Here's our area of low pressure. Seems like we've been talking about this for weeks, but it's been a few days. But look at all this moisture from the Gulf of Mexico coming up. It's raining to our south, but once again, this is going to turn into an ice storm and eventually a snowstorm for the mountains. And the roads are still okay now, but get off the roads here the next hour or so because they'll be deteriorating in a hurry as temperatures are still well above freezing. But once that precipitation commences, we're going to see that dynamic cooling. These temperatures will plummet. 41 in Greenville, 40 in Lawrence, Brevard 32, and just above freezing in Asheville at 33. The timeline, well, the rain, sleet, and snow is moving in pretty soon for the upstate, with the freezing rain and mix taking over later tonight into tomorrow morning. That snow might hang on just a little longer along the interstate, and then we're going to see the ice, and then it's going to switch back to snow after about noon or 1 p.m. on Sunday. But I think we're looking at about 6 hours of sleet and freezing rain. There's your ice storm as we go through time. The snow is picking up close to midnight around the mountains with heavy snow Sunday morning, and then tapering off into Sunday night. Here's your winter storm watch from I-85 all the way to the north for snow and ice, and we have that ice storm warning. Union, Lawrence, Elbert County, back to Greenwood and Newberry. Glaze ice, 1/4 to at least a half an inch, and with that, snow and sleet about 2 to 4 inches along the I-84 corridor, slightly lower to the south. And then as you go through elevation and farther to the north, we get into some of that deeper snow, about 8 to 12 inches plus around Asheville and Burnsville. Some places probably checking in with 18, 19 inches before it's all said and done. But that ice potential is real. We're looking at a heavy glaze from I-85 to the south, probably numerous power outages, might be out of power for days. And then we're looking at that light glaze as far north as Asheville as we're watching that warm nose move in the upper layers of the atmosphere, changing the snow to sleet and freezing rain, maybe up to 1/4 inch of ice by mid-morning. It's possible we get over a half an inch of ice in Greenville along the I-85 corridor, and even more to the south, and even some of that ice into the mountains as that snow eventually takes over. And then we see this peach color to the south. That's the sleet and freezing rain. And note how it even gets into the mountains. And this is a sustained period of freezing rain and sleet, probably 5 or 6 hours. So there's your ice storm. And then the cold air will replace the ice with snow as it wraps in around that area of low pressure. The snow starts to wind down in the upstate into the evening hours, and then still snowing pretty hard into the mountains, even on into Monday morning. And then it finally gets out of here after that. The threats are many. We're looking at freezing rain, a high risk of that, snow, sleet, moderate to high. The roads are going to be slick. We're looking at power outages, pretty much the same for the mountains as well. But your chances of freezing rain have also come up, and the roads, don't travel on them until Monday if you don't have to. Snow-covered roads, snowy and icy across the upstate. And the winds, do want to get to this because they're going to be powerful, gusting over 40 miles per hour, and that's going to be toppling branches that are snow-covered and ice-covered. So we've got the snow and wintry mix tonight with those strong winds. 27 for the mountains, 22 for you with the snow likely. The good news is as we head into Monday, MLK Day, we do even creep above freezing in the mountains, 35, and then into the 40s midweek. And I'm sorry to say, I know, maybe another system by next Friday. I know, let's get through this one first, right? And Shell's like, no, no, no. Sunday, 31 for the upstate, 41 MLK Day. And then we do melt it off through the week. But there is that chance again. There is a storm on the models for the end of the week. We'll watch it.